chat hit because then I can still see the chat.
Oh, yeah. Can anyone see us? Are we live? Let's find out.
I don't think we are.
Let's see. View channel. Live. Upcoming. We were live for a second. It looked like. And then it cut us down.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, now we're back.
There's like really loud music playing though.
Ah, I have that. Let me pull that back. You are absolutely right. Where is it? Sweet. How's that? After a delay.
Let me find out. Also, my thingy is real slow. It's like...
There we go. We're in. And I hear the music. And I'm gonna...
No, she's playing real loud. Actually, there's also maybe a delay. I might have a really long delay. That's probably why.
Okay, stream health. Stream's current bitrate is higher than recommended. Okay, I need to fix that. That'll fix everything. Boom. That'll fix things. It not get over compressed. Do you have just like a template in Ecamm that allows you to just like push one button?
Yes. Literally, like when you open up Ecamm, it just does it. And then you just send an interview link and then it'll link it up.
That's amazing. I need to
Mac don't crack, baby.
Mac don't. I love that. Hey, stream quality looks so much better. And we're in. And I pulled music down.
It's still playing a really loud background track.
Is it still playing really loud?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut it and see what happens. Talk for me real quick.
The quick brown fox jumped over a dead dog.
So your audio is coming in OBS from what I can see. The real question is, Can we hear you live? Oh yeah, I hear you live. That was my biggest concern of like, how do I get your audio into the live stream? But the nice thing is there's this beta firmware that's like, you just bring in the thing. So I brought in Google Meet, and then in the option settings there, you can say, do you want audio coming from this thing too? And then it's just done, which is great. But okay, sweet. I think we're in. Music has been brought down / cut. Might try and bring it back, and you can let me know if it's okay or not. But yeah, again, I don't know if anyone's going to join or not, but I thought we can just do a live stream and talk about pre-production.
Yeah, no worries. I'm trying to figure out like what to look at because there's 2 screens here, and I'm on like I'm reverse mirrored on the other side, so I'm like, which screen?
Because you're, let's see, stream health.
It's buffering pretty hard too.
Rough. Then we recommend you use 68. Okay, that's what I was using before. I was wondering if it would be better. I'm trying to output too much bitrate right now. We'll go down to that 68 and stay there. Okay. Is music back on your end?
Let me take a look. Yep.
How's volume?
Volume's fine. Like I can hear you, but when you go on your own stream and like you look at the link, that's playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, it's so loud. Wow. Oh, I think I know how to fix this. We can just go into Epidemic Sound and just drop it.
Epidemic Sound works in Google Meet?
And in a day. No, so I just brought it in as a browser. Lost you. There you go. And I'm bringing that audio source in. That way I can just have like license-free music in the background.
Gotcha.
And it's like in my OBS window, kind of just behind everything, so you can't see that it's Epidemic Sound. I don't know if don't think it'd be wrong to play it, but who knows. I'm gonna bring it down even more, and then we can move on and just hang. I don't care if it's perfect. Dude, I saw.
I think I have. Actually, I think I have a thing I could open up to find out, because I actually planned all of them out beforehand.
Smart. I did that with the S1R too, and it
super, like,
so much.
Well, it takes away the stress of like, I have to find a new idea every single week. I'm like, well, no, if you already planned like 20 of them ahead, then just 100%. Make the ones you already came up with just good. Just make those good, and then your life gets a lot easier.
Oh yeah, I think because my wife rented it. She had a wedding and was like, it's out. Can we rent this for the wedding? Because we have the OG S1R. Let me see if I can actually.
Okay.
I think I talked about it. I talked about it on Matthew Dangyu's podcast. I have the OG S1R, which is.
I can't see it because there's a delay in the live stream, and I can't see you either.
Yeah, because I'm not virtual cammed.
Yeah.
But it'll come up eventually. If autofocus will work on my old Lumix cameras. There we go. But it's huge. It's a good. It's
I heard they're
close
thick.
to 3. Yeah, it's close to like 3 pounds. But it's not wedding. It's great for portrait photography, but it's not good for weddings. The autofocus is too. It's just not trustworthy.
I feel like that's kind of like any of the GFX cameras. Like,
oh yeah.
I stay by my 50R. I don't think that's going anywhere. That thing's gonna stay exactly where it is. But yeah, I wouldn't necessarily go and shoot an NFL game with that camera.
No, not at all. Yeah, that's actually a great caveat. Just like there's some cameras that can't do high speed. They're great for portraits, but not high speed. But yeah, we rented the S1R 2, and I was like, sweet, I have this camera for a weekend. How many videos can I plan? So in Milanote, I made like 20 boards and just idea, and helped out so much.
Even then, like, you could always decide, like, when you want to buy it. Like, I find I call them runs because they're really reminiscent of like comic book runs. It's far easier when you bought the camera because that way you're not under this weird time constraint. I think in the older days, I'd be like, let me try to like pump out 3 videos in a weekend. Totally. 2 of them are going to be shit anyways. When I do it like that, so I'm like, you know what? Like, if you only have it for a weekend, let's like lower expectations a little bit. Let's stress a little bit less. Also, I'd spend so much money trying to like pull these shoots off, and I'm like, stop it. Well, first of all, like, if 2 of them are going to be crap, then you've also just wasted money.
Oh yeah, time. Oh my gosh, 100%.
Yeah, then like you're not helping anymore.
Yeah, and I think I learned it. I think you talked about it in a video forever ago. You may have talked about it in AOD, honestly. However many years ago, because I went through Create and Earn, which you're in. Okay. Of like doing all of your A-roll in just one day. Yeah. Not like, okay, A-roll, edit, thumbnail, post, and just get into that cycle of just. Yeah. going so far.
I think there's also like, and I still do it. Like I batched 15 reels today, and I didn't want to do them all in the office, so I like drove to spots all over the place and stuff like that. There's still like, you don't have to do that. Like for the most part, when I look at everybody, like the most successful people on YouTube did it sustainably. And if sustainability YouTube is everything gets shot in this studio or in my office or the spare bedroom in my house.
Totally. Cool. Yeah. 100%.
And the idea of like, I don't want to see people sitting at their desk. I'm like, yeah, I also don't want to burn out doing this. So like, you got to pick your struggle, right? You either I make 500 videos out of the comfortability of my office, or like I go out and go in on location, but you get like one video a month, which doesn't benefit me in the slightest.
Totally. I mean, yeah, that's like my struggle right now. The last five videos I've done are at this desk. I switched camera angle for the most recent one to like an off angle thing, but all of them have just been me here. So the creative part of me struggles with that.
Yeah.
But I think in the culture of YouTube, the everyday like viewer watcher who eventually might become a super fan actually might want to just see the same thing every single time and be okay with it.
Made my first 400 videos in a living room with a window as a key light.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And no one, like, the worst part is I was like, oh, like I want to move studios, whatever, and everyone's like, no one cares.
Yep.
No one
100%.
cares. You're the only one that no one cares. Stop spending money, nobody cares. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. Jason Morris beat that into my head. Jason Morris was like, why are you hemorrhaging money for no goddamn reason? I'm like, but I have to. He's like, screw your feelings. why are you doing this? What's wrong with you? He's like, how much money would you spend on a studio? I'm like $500. He's like, for what?
Yeah, totally. 100%. I do want to shout out, we have one person in the chat. Oh, we have 7 people watching. Or concurrent? Maybe one. No, yeah. I think 7 people are watching right now. I don't know who, but we have Nigel. Nigel in the chat. I definitely care more about my A-roll than any of my viewers do.
Yeah, Nigel, and I'm here to tell you, I'm here to relieve you of the shackles that is YouTube perfectionism. They don't give a shit. They don't care. But what's his name? Beard. Alex Ramosi. Through a gigantic audience, just yelling at you on his couch with no lights, just in his house, sitting on the couch, telling you stuff. And he did it for years and made millions of dollars. I'm like, why am I like micromanaging the lighting in my spare bed, the half of my spare bedroom, because I share this bedroom? Why am I micromanaging that when quite literally I'm the only one that cares? And I'm also like, there's one thing of like caring about the work that you're doing, but there's another thing where like you're getting in your own way. In the spirit of like being perfectionist. I'm like, yeah, but you're also just like, it almost feels like we're just making excuses to not do the video. It's kind of like people 100%. That need to foam roll for 45 minutes to make sure that they're like limber enough for their leg day, which is only just procrastinating the fact that you go fucking squat. Like just you know what you have to do. Stop doing other stuff to make sure that you don't do it.
Dude, that's a great analogy. Fitness analogy, foam rolling.
Oh, I have to. You'll learn that I have
to do this before leg day. But that's epic.
I do that. Like I do that shit. Like I'll be like, oh, I gotta wake up. I gotta make sure that like, you know, maybe make sure I get my reels done so I don't think about them before I do my leg day. And then like, let me go foam roll for 35 minutes. You really don't need to fucking do that. When I get to the gym, I'm like, oh, but I gotta work on my hip mobility to make sure that I don't hurt myself while I squat. And yeah, those things are important. But when it takes you an hour and a half to do those things for the hour workout, and then you half-ass it because you're like, oh, you know what, I've done so many things. Or stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Totally. It's like there's something to be said of like trying to be 1% better every day. But then there's a point where it's like, I don't need to be like killing myself to do 1% better today. But also and realizing what's good enough.
But also like you pick your struggle or like pick your battle, right? Like if you're gonna spend like you could spend all your time trying to manipulate a role, or just get a couple solid setups, so at least you feel like you feel creative every time you want to change something up or you want to move a plant. And then make the hard part when you actually shoot.
Yeah,
'cause I don't
totally.
like if honestly, if you were to tell, like, if somebody was like, I want to prove to you that like I can make a good image or whatever, I don't care about your A-roll telling me that. Let me just like when you get out there, like let me like make that the hard part, because when that's like, then you can compartmentalize, right? Like then you're like, I don't have to think about like having the perfect office setup. I could think about making the stuff that I'm going to go do with whatever it is I'm talking about. I'll go make that look great, and then when I come back to my house, like, hey. Man, I'm frumpy as shit. Sometimes I don't brush my beard. Fucking, I got shirts that I should have washed a day ago. And I'm like, you know what? You can't tell the difference. You can't smell me. So I don't care. Like, and then I'll spend an obscene amount of money making sure that whenever I talk about anamorphic lenses, that the setting looks good.
No, totally. By the way, did you meet Nigel at NAB?
I did.
Okay, sick. I was in the Lumix house, quote unquote.
There was a Lumix
he was in. Oh yeah. So it was Matthew Dangu, Anson, Dustin Armstrong, a couple other people I didn't really know, and then Nigel Barros. It was like an Airbnb, which was sick.
No, I'm 95% at the Condor Blue House whenever we go to somewhere.
Totally. There was a brief point where we were about to go over because you guys did some type of party thing, but then I got stuck at Top
Golf thing.
Yeah, with Hollyland.
Oh yeah.
Which was a blast.
But then like Hollyland, Neathy, and a couple other people.
Justin Porter did like a giveaway thing. It was sick. It was really cool.
I just wish Neathy gave me one of them Aureus lenses.
Whoo,
actually, no, I'm not gonna lie. I have the set now. Yeah. Sort of.
You gave it back, and then they're giving it to you again.
Yeah, I gave it back, and then I begged like a child. And then they're like, we'll talk about it. But I think there's a non-zero chance that the other lenses are right. But I have the 18 and the 35 now. I would love like an 85 or like a think from what I heard there's a 65 coming out, like an 18, a 35, and a 65, and like a 100 something mil.
Ooh.
And I'll shut up for a while. Like I think right now, because everything is like, everything's really freaking good, and B, I'm just tired. I'm like, whatever camera shit you're gonna buy, just like get it done by September, and then shut up. Like I'll still like talking about the stuff as it comes out. Like obviously you'll get access to it and stuff, so like that's not that big of a deal, or like you're not losing that much. But like in terms of me buying things for my own personal kit, Kofi, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
You have your camera now. You can enjoy your camera.
Yeah.
I was gonna read. By the way, so Easy Tiger Creative, Kevin Rodriguez. You might know him. I
do.
Okay, sweet. He lives like an hour away from me in Houston.
All right, yeah, because he reached out when me and Jason were in Texas. He just missed him.
Yeah. What he said, we're gonna simply moving frame around the house. Yeah, he was talking about like what you said of like find your 3 A-roll shots, be happy. Nigel, I don't know if you're still here at all, but I do appreciate your A-roll. I've seen Nigel freaking go into like the middle of nowhere, Portland, Washington, and it's just like gorgeous landscape behind him, and he's just there with his wireless DJI microphone talking, and you hear birds, and it's gorgeous. But that's a lot of effort.
I live in Toronto, and if you think that's a beautiful city in the West End, and I'm not jumping on that Gardner just to get some A-roll. I'm sorry. Like, I'm in it for the love of the game, but like, if you've ever been to the Gardner in Toronto, it's not worth it. There's not like, unless it's like a sponsored video where like in that case, I'd rather spend my time doing other things.
Yeah.
Trying to drive around Toronto, trying to find the perfect spot to do A-roll, just not. I'd rather watch paint dry.
Is that how far would it take, or I guess better question, how long would it take you to like get out of the city to like wilderness nature vibe?
There's varying levels of it. I mean, we don't really have mountains though. It's like a ton of forests and stuff. So like, it doesn't look as good as one would think. And I've tried like unless you're gonna drive up to like Bruce, or like you're trying to go like there's a couple places you can do. You can either go like closer to the border on your way to Buffalo, and like you pass Niagara and you can find a couple spots there.
Okay. Yeah.
But then again, that's like that could range anywhere between an hour and a half and 3 hours and 45 minutes. So I'm like, that's where I'm like, it's not worth it.
Not worth it to shoot the intro of a video, and everything else is going to be voiceover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, also because then there's doing that, going all the way there, shooting it, hoping the audio works out, or hoping somebody goes with you to help you shoot it.
Yeah.
And then you also like, for me personally, like I also like to like set things up for, say for example, a lens review comes out. Like I'll probably set up like 3 to 5 different scenarios on top of that, and it just makes this video overinflated, and then it gets like a couple thousand views, and you're like, okay, well, like, did I need to go through all of that for the same result?
Totally.
And that's where I'm kind of like, and that's where I'm like, it's talking about like getting in your own way.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know if I want to do all of that, and I don't necessarily know if it's laziness or so much as just like being efficient.
Totally. I mean, like for me right now, like I have a ton of like random ideas of like, because I'm currently living with my in-laws, my wife's parents. We're here while we're trying to save up and buy a house in the next few months. So I've been trying to find like, what are random creative places I could film, and they have a pool, and I was like, I could like be in the pool and like film myself, but then I was like, it's not worth the hassle. On top of that, I don't have any wireless microphones that can connect direct to camera. Like I don't have a DJI or the Hollyland or was it the Lark? There's a few others.
Yeah.
I don't
the
have
Lark
I have
or whatever they are. Just kidding. Not called that. They're not called that.
There's the one there's the other big one I'm blanking on. But yeah, I would have to sync everything in post right now with a lapel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's too much work to.
I think maybe in like the fall when it's not 95 degrees and humid every day, I'm like, okay, maybe I will do that.
Is Toronto humid too?
Toronto's gross in the summer.
Really?
Toronto's so gross that like we have days where they're like, hey, the air quality is too bad to go outside.
No way.
That's a legitimate thing.
That's LA in the 1970s.
That's been Toronto since like I've been alive. And it gets progressively worse. Like I think the what's it called this year? I think we had like the second worst air quality in the world, or like the first or something.
Damn.
Like it was pretty bad. And it's also, like it's a mix of like smog, pollution. We're beside places that like we're a province and a half over from where the wildfires will happen. So then we'll get like the wildfire grossness. And then we'll have our own crap that we have to deal with. But then it's also hot. So I'm like, you know what? Like, I feel like I'm getting an asthma attack being outside. So let me just set up my and again, you pick your struggle, right? Like you can either do a little bit more office stuff in terms of your A-roll, and then you can kind of lay out when you want to start shooting like shorts or commercial stuff or like something that's a little bit more structured. Which is the same thing with like, it's just the same thing with the opposite of a lot of people that will like, let me go shoot a beautiful location and go through all the time doing that. It's like, well, I could spend that time doing this other thing and then kind of pull back on that. And if that helps, if honestly, if it helps the consistency, then like, I don't know, whichever one works.
Totally. Nigel said, I once drove an hour for a 15-minute talking head shot. I like to think it makes my video better, but yeah, it takes a lot of time. It's worth it for the thumbnail though.
Fair.
Fair.
I mean, that's probably why I travel so much.
Totally. Hey, different thumbnails. 100%. Okay, Kofi. I mean, we've jibber jabbered for, oh my gosh, how long have we been streaming even? 20 minutes?
That's not been that long.
Has it not been that long? What time is it? 7:40. Oh yeah, no, we started at like 7:30 ish. So yeah, maybe even 7:40 once we got it going. What do you do for pre-production?
So it depends on what the shoot is. So typically, for example, I got to shoot on the 4th for an app. That one always looks a little bit different because my client is pretty good at being able to get a lot of things that I need. But
That's
first things
cool.
first, in like the client discovery, I'll normally get things like references, kind of like going over the overall goals. And then in pre-production, what I'll end up doing is trying to match up what the deliverable is based on like things like shot lists and references. So for this app shoot, I'm just gonna use that for an example. We have to make a lot of like kind of corporate-y talking head instructional videos. I think there's like 8 of them that we have to make. So from a me planning a perspective would be like location scouting. Well, location's already figured out, but typically you would location scout and figure out the best location that fits that person's brand. So keep doing a plan on like maternity workouts. So you would find like bright and airy, probably not overly moody, more than likely going to shoot in the daytime, and you're more likely going to use a lot of like natural looking light and bright colors. So I would go on things like Gigster. I don't know if you guys have Gigster, or Peerspace would be another one.
Yeah, love Peerspace. We have that.
Peerspace and Gigster, they're kind of the same thing. But that would be where I'd start to pull kind of like references based on the brand and then figure out where that is. In terms of scripting, scripts are already written. She's kind of already done it. And generally, like I put the scripting and writing stuff off on either if it's a client, they usually know what their messaging is, and I don't have to do any writing because most of the time I am not a good writer. And if it's something else where it's a bit more structured out, like there's a director, the director has already written the script. Yeah. If that's the case, then if it's from like a proper director, you can do something where you're basically taking chunks out of the script and you're lining out shots on what kind of shots do I need, and then you can kind of go into what those shots look like, right? So if it's like dialogue, I'm like, well, I need an establishing shot, I need my kind of initial character, then I need a response shot, and then I might need B-roll or whatever the case might be, and you can kind of tick those things down based on the different sections in a script. Yeah. Also, I don't work on a lot of narrative, so everyone take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, then from there you start pulling out references and things that you want, kind of thing. So once you kind of understand what the client needs, I'm literally just going to go on Artlist actually, and what I'll do is I'll go to the stock footage and I'll freeze frame the video, and that becomes a lot of the references. Or like some people are going to be like, oh, you're just saying that because he's sponsored by Artlist, but like I legitimately use their AI image generator, and that becomes like what the little blocks inside of like a shot list is going to be. Because when I try to look for, especially in fitness, there's a lot of fitness stock footage and images around, but I never find the things that I actually need. I'd be like, hey, I need this on an assault bike doing, like I need this type of action in this type of setting, and then it never exists, or it's impossible to find, and it's like somewhere in there, but then I have to go through like an hour just to find it, then like try to go to like relative posts and try to figure it from there, which is super annoying. And I'm like, you know what? I'd rather just be like, hey, Artlist, so this is what the gym's gonna look like. This is what the person looks like. Spit it out. Like the Trish Stratus shoot, we did that. We're like, they're like, hey, we have a really short turnaround. Did my location scout. Location was jacked up. It like just didn't look like the pictures. And when I came, it was right after the S1R2 came out. So I came back from Norway and like had 2 days. I literally went to, it wasn't Artlist, but it was something that Artlist has now, but it was called LTX Studios. And you could like AI shot lists. Like you could put in like the story, what kind of story it is, kind of what your character looks like. It'll like spit out an AI generated shot list, and you'll be able to, like, you can choose between like your wides, mediums, tights, and it'll generate the image based on that. You can do that in Artlist now. And I just like copied and pasted the images, and I'm like, okay, I want that one, I want that one, I want that one, don't want that one. Let me go grab something from Artlist from the stock footage, bring that back in, and then like I can start to structure what I want things to look like. Yeah. 95% of the time, it almost never looks exactly the same. But at least you have some sort of a plan. Like that's usually pre-production.
Have you ever used Shot Deck?
I have used Shot Deck. I just don't like paying for it. Yep. I'll be so real with you. I don't mind Shot Deck. Shot Deck is great. But if I could just take stock footage and then press pause and freeze frame that and like do a little, what is it? Control Command 5 and then just kind of corner pin that thing. Yep. I'm doing that for free. I'm not playing around with that. But yeah, no, like I actually think I just let so I got my credit card changed up. I'm pretty sure I just let my shot deck go. They're like, oh, your
Nice.
credit card information is different. I'm like, well, it's
Yep.
never going to be the same, and I'm not
Nope.
giving it to you. So
Nope.
figure that one out. I'll just do this stuff for free.
We have Logan Webb and Thomas McClure in the
Hey,
chat.
there we go.
You've probably seen Logan say crazy things on the.
I'm gonna call
Uncensored
Logan the
podcast.
bad quarterback because he always be out of pocket for no reason. For absolutely no reason. Logan Webb's the worst quarterback in the league, bro.
And like, sorry, Logan, but like looking at your profile photo, I don't expect your personality from your profile photo at all.
Yeah, no. You look at it and you're like, oh, that's gonna be such a nice, sweet guy, and then you're like, oh, he'll say some wild shit, and you're like, what? Hang on,
Whoa,
what? I didn't sign up for this.
I wasn't ready. Are we allowed to say this on the internet?
Yeah,
I'm not even entirely
am
sure.
I still monetized? What happened?
Gone. Can you monetize live streams?
Yeah,
You can. Oh, okay.
I think you have to do a couple of them. I think it's like kind of like I think the criteria for monetizing are a little bit different. But when you finish a stream, you just go into your YouTube studio and you can just press monetization on them.
Gotcha. I wasn't sure if it's like, yeah, because
No, it's the same as any other video.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's by default, it's not monetized. You have to turn it on manually because I don't think.
Oh, interesting.
Cause I don't know if you could run ads on a live stream. I think you could run ads on the replay.
That makes sense.
I think I'm also could be completely wrong. Like I'm not.
I feel like I've had ads during a live stream, but I wonder if like YouTube's
How does
like,
that
no,
work?
you don't get that ad revenue.
How would a
It goes
live
somewhere else.
stream? How would an ad during a live stream work if you're live?
I think the times I've been on a live, just like watching one, it just interrupts what's happening. I think it's happened like with Cam. Trying to think who else. Logan Webb. I look like I sell vests.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. I believe that.
Like some Patagonia. And just like the sleeveless. Yeah.
Just a sleeveless fishing vest. Yeah. Just those. Nothing else.
Renting the SL3S for a video shoot coming up. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, I didn't know you were a Leica guy, Logan. Fascinating.
I very much want. I want to want a Leica. Mm-hmm. But I keep finding myself not caring enough.
You want to want one, so you don't naturally want one.
No, I naturally don't care.
Stay
And
there.
I've used them. I had Brandon Talbot's Q2 for like a month and a half.
Sick.
It was fun, and I'm like, okay, that's fun, but like, I don't care. Like, I wouldn't care to buy one.
Yeah, they're just so. That for me, that like I'd love an M6 to like be able to just have a camera where I don't have to edit anything, and I can kind of just divorce it from work. Like,
well, I mean, I could also just do that on an X100V.
But you could do that on an X100V, 100%.
And I could still have financial stability after doing that. Like, I could get an XE5 and spend a little over $2,000, or maybe I think exactly $2,000.
Oh.
And then Bob's your
100%.
uncle, Fran's your aunt. Maybe smaller sensor, but hey, I could have film sims. But that Q343 or what, $6,000? I don't know about that, man. I can't. I like taking photos. I don't like taking photos that much.
What percentage, like, and I personally have moved away from videographer. I feel like it's become such a broad term now for our space and industry, but like videographer percentage to photographer percentage, like where do you land?
I do like one photo gig a year.
Okay.
I do the exact same photo gig, the exact same time every single year for the exact same client. That's the only photo gig I do, and it's great. It pays a very stable amount, and then I never think about doing photography for a client ever again.
Yeah. So you're like 90-10 or
like 95-5. Like 90, I am 95-5 lean ground beef, bro.
Whew. Oh yeah. Yeah, Logan said $6,700 for a Leica 43.
Yeah, that's $6,700 American.
Oh yeah, it'd be what, 7 something CAD for you?
No.
8?
No.
Oh, more. Oh.
$9,263.12 for the Q3.
Dude, Yeah.
I never want to, like, I don't even care to even be in the financial possibility that I'm like, yeah, I'll buy that Q3. If
Oh
you
yeah.
ever like understand this. If you ever see me buying a Leica Q3 like fresh, understand that I've made a nefarious deal. I've done something that I'll end up on somebody else's channel being exposed for somewhere in the near future.
One day. Yeah. 10 years from
Or,
now.
you know what? Here's the thing. You could expect me to get a Leica camera if in one video I say, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. If I say Raid Shadow Legends in a video,
You've made
understand,
it. 100%.
I was paid expeditiously.
Thomas said, I'm feeling a strong draw to a GFX at the end of the year. Have you messed with the like 102?
I did. And I don't know how mad Fuji is at me about that because I borrowed it twice and never made a video about it.
Hilarious. That's awesome.
And I borrowed it twice for a long time, but I know I loved it. I had the GFX 102 and the 55mm 1.7. That thing's different.
Yeah.
That's different. Here's the thing. I could buy that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You couldn't. I don't know if I have any inclination of getting that Leica, but I could get a GFX 100 too.
Yeah.
And a 55mm GF 1.7 and be a real happy guy.
Oh, totally. That thing takes gorgeous photos.
Although I feel like, actually, hang on one second. I'm gonna see, because I had an email from Fuji and I'm like, hey, if I ask really nicely, can I get some monies off of this? I'll never get it. I'm never gonna ask for that camera for $0, but I would ask.
No.
To a little 1-2 discount, as we say in Toronto. Except it is $11,400. Oh, never fucking mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
And
never mind.
That's just body, right?
That's just body. No lens. No bev.
Oh. Ooh, what is no bev? Is it Kiwi? What am I thinking of?
I don't know actually.
Or no, Uncle Kofi. I'm blanking.
No. But no bev. Just that's English. That's English. And Uncle Kofi. Uncle Kofi's on vacation. He's been on vacation because I've not been practicing my chi, so I don't want to embarrass myself. So.
What's I'm blanking. What's the language called?
Chi.
Chi.
TWI is how it's spelled, but it's pronounced chi.
Chi.
It's kind of like it's like if someone Arabic was like someone Arabic doesn't say Ahmed, they say Ahmed.
Yeah.
Right, totally. And you're like, oh, how did you get to that sound? And you're just like, it's Ahmed, don't you see it? And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, 100%. Dude, I love learning all the different words that you have on your channel. It's so fun.
It's funny because sometimes my accent is really bad because I don't know how to write in Chi. Most people don't. Like most of my family members have never written in Chi ever. I've never seen anyone in my family write in Chi.
You were born there, or you were born in Toronto?
No, I was born here.
Okay.
I was born here. Just my whole family still speaks Chi. Everyone still does all the stuff.
That's
we have
cool.
a trad wedding at the end of the month.
That's sick.
A lot of the traditions are kind of the same. Realistically, just they're adapted for if you live in Canada. All the food is almost exactly the same. Nothing's really changed that much except for we're not in Ghana. But yeah, I've never my parents I don't even learn Chi from my parents. I just learned from listening to all my whole family. So no one's ever written anything down. So someone's spell it. I'm like, the fuck you want me to spell this? I don't know how to spell it.
I'm looking it up right now just to see it.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll look up the spelling of words because obviously I have to type them on the screen in these videos. Yeah. And then I'm like, I would have never guessed that's how you spell stuff. Okay.
Is the alphabet crazy in any way?
No, I think there's only 2 letters that are different. There's 2 extra letters. That's about it.
So I don't think I've really even said this publicly. My dad's from Hungary, and was born in the former Yugoslavia, which as a country does not exist anymore. Crazy thought there. But in Hungarian, they have more letters than English. I think it's 20. I'm gonna fact check myself. Hungarian alphabet.
Well, what does the letters look like? Do you guys have a weird letter that looks like a 3, but it's an E of some sort?
That would be Cyrillic, like your Serbians, Russian, Ukrainian, Slovakian.
Yeah, we got that shit too.
Oh, okay, gotcha. No, and I did want to see if I could pull up. Maybe I'll do it later to pull up my display. Hungarian has 40 characters.
Jesus.
Crazy. Because they have a ton of like they have an A, our normal A, but then they have an A with a little dash above it, and then they have an E, but then they have an E with a dash above it.
So like French.
This is a fun tangent. Alphabet. 26 letters. Same as English.
Oh, I mean, like they have 26 letters, but they have like weird like
Yes.
accent on things.
Yes.
So like you have like a accent grave and accent aigu. I'm like, okay, I don't care.
Isn't
How do I?
French Canadian pretty prominent in Toronto? Or is
Yeah,
that more
like I learned
Quebec?
it. Like if I kept speaking French on a regular basis, I'd be pretty fluent because you learn it throughout. Like you learn it pretty much from grade 1 till I think 9th grade. You have to take French. At least when I was going to school, I think you could take it. I think it's like grade 5 now, but I took it all the way till grade 12.
Gotcha. Sorry, Logan. I'm seeing that you've said multiple things. I think he's referring to the Q3. I bought mine after I got my master's as a congratulations.
Well, that's
Number
cool.
one, you have your master's? What do you have your master's in, bro? That's sick.
Being out of pocket, bro. Did you not tell you?
Right? Watch, he's an English major. He has his English master's.
That actually would be hilariously ironic.
I can't afford to even think about GFX. The body I could swallow, but those lenses hurt.
The lenses being like, I think they're like $2,400 each lens, and I'm like, here's the thing. You know what though? I do have not even a hot take. It's
I'm
like
ready.
lukewarm.
It's just you, me, and Logan here.
You don't. Medium format cameras don't need many lenses.
Go on.
Because like the whole thing with like medium format is the ability to get closer up to your subject with more compression and more shallow depth of field lenses. How many of those do I actually need?
Yeah.
Like
Totally.
if that's the whole point of like getting medium format, or like to get a wider field of view on the wide end, like how many do you really need?
Yeah.
To create different looks, and especially in like Fuji's camp, where like they have things that you can make built-in looks.
Yeah.
And there's so many other things. Do I need that many like do I need as many lenses that are like with Sony on the GFX system? Absolutely not. Also just like it's just a lesser used platform.
Oh yeah, 100%. I did look. The lenses aren't horrible. US. They're in the like. You're looking at like Canon prices, so it's like $3,000, $4,000, $2,000 for GFX medium format lenses.
F55 is just too much.
The 55, which one was it? 1.7?
Yeah.
It's 2,500 US.
It's actually not like
it's not
too bad.
It's not Leica prices.
Yeah. It's just that camera body. That's insulting.
It's 8,000 US. Yeah.
That's insulting. Oh, actually, hang on a second. I forgot. I don't live in the United States. We don't have tariffs.
Oh.
What am I doing? Let's see here.
Are you on B&H?
No, I'm gonna go to Vistec. I'm gonna go to my own Canadian retailer.
Dude.
Why would I do something like that? Go to B&H. B&H won't even sell to Canada. Actually, this is actually becoming a problem. If you're a Ursa Cine 12K owner in Canada, getting anything on B&H, good luck.
Really?
Yeah. Because so I found that out the hard way because I need to get a base plate, and they're like, and B&H won't sell to Canada. B&H won't sell any Blackmagic accessory to Canada.
Is that a weird thing with when Australia and Canada going on?
No, I think it's a tariff thing.
Weird. I wonder, because the Pixis 12K was doing this in price for a little bit. I wonder if...
Yeah. we don't have the same so the GFX 102 is like $1,400 cheaper in Canada.
Got it.
If I just buy it from Canada instead of buying a B&H. So doing the conversion, it's $11,414 at B&H.
Yep.
And in Canada, it is $10,124.99.
So
now
it's
we also have 13%.
$1,000?
Yeah, we also have 13% sales tax, so it pretty much brings us to the same thing. But you'd still have to pay that sales tax if you had bought it at B&H in the first place. So technically, it's cheaper.
Yes. Is the 13% sales tax just like a national on everything?
Provincial. No, it's provincial, but it's pretty much everything. There's certain things that it's not on. Like I think if you have organic groceries, you don't pay that on it. It's super confusing. But for most things it is.
Gotcha. Let me. Yeah, Hungarian is one of the hardest languages in the world to learn. I think it's top 5.
I will never. What's number 1? I want to say it's like Cantonese.
Mandarin.
There we go. That's it.
I would assume.
I would say Mandarin or Japanese is going to be up there because
languages to learn. Yep, Mandarin, Arabic, Japanese, Korean. Hungarian is up there. Polish is up there. Icelandic. That's up there.
That's
too.
because there's 15 people that are there. That's not fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's not because it's hard. It's because there's 6 teachers that you could learn from.
Totally.
And 4 of them are 80.
Let me see. Okay, so we're going to OBS. I'm gonna try something. I think this will work. I wanted to bring up We've already been going for 45 minutes.
Shit.
Yeah, which is sick. But before we go, I'm gonna reset your transform. Oop, that was a bad idea. I'm gonna show my pre-production
Let's
template.
go.
So I'm pretty sure you're the one who showed me this. Milanote.
Yeah.
Let's see. Just Skadoosh.
I can't
doing
see
this
it
live. Can you see it now?
No.
You might be able to see it on.
I can see it on the stream, but also there's gonna be a giant delay.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna bring.
If I can make a recommendation, this is insider information to me, you, and the 3 people that are here.
Yes.
Jacques Crawford has a Milanote template on his channel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, you have it. Never mind.
It's the exact one I'm using.
Yeah, it is. It is the exact one you're using. I was gonna make a video literally called "I Stole Jacques Crawford's Whole Flow."
That's all.
And that was gonna be a Milanote video, and then Milanote wouldn't sponsor it, which made me really upset. And I'm spiteful now.
Your OBS here, and I can just crop there, crop there.
Ooh, there you go.
Crop there. Now we're getting somewhere, and then I'll crop that last little section.
Oh man, I don't wanna go.
There we go. Now it's a decent.
Now we're cooking with some grease.
Yeah, it's a decent first stream with a guest. There we go. So
get Ecamm. Get Ecamm like a man.
Need Ecamm to all. I think I have Doc's number. I think I got it from NAB.
Yeah,
I should text
Ecamm
him.
get you like a PC version.
Actually,
easy, I don't remember the last time Ecamm came off my credit card, which is kind of concerning. You know the one where something doesn't come off your card for a little while, then it lumps, and 6 months later, a giant lump fee comes out, and you're like, "What the hell is this?"
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's gonna be Ecamm in a bit because I'm getting email because I changed my credit card. I'm getting emails now that are like, "Hey, you changed your credit card. Do you mind telling us what that is?" And I'm like, "Actually, I don't want your services anymore. No."
Nope. Not at all.
But yeah, I just realized, Genius Link basically emailed me and was like, "Hey, if you still want us kind of running your affiliate links, you better cough that shit up."
Yeah.
And then which I promptly said I will do that because please and thank you. Please silver my
reason,
affiliate
thank
links.
you.
This is the thing. Um,
Also, I'm gonna really quickly try that. You can see me on Google now, right?
I can see your screen. I can't see
Okay.
you.
Okay. I think the exact same thing that's being sent to YouTube is being sent to your Google Meet now.
Oh, yeah, I can see you now. Hang on
okay,
a second.
sweet.
Now we're in real time. Let's go.
Now we're working. Okay, so you can watch this
Yeah.
in Google. Sweet. Yeah. So this is because I watched you had it. I think you mentioned his name, and then I went and grabbed it from him. What was his name again?
Docs Crawford.
Jocks Crawford. That's right. But yeah, I've already gotten started. So the pre-production that I'm working on is for an Airbnb in Austin next week. And kind of similar to what you were talking about, just screenshot everything pretty much from their website to start getting stuff in here. Got client references. This is the first shoot I'm going to do, so I'm going to try and just match it to their photos. That was something that messed me up on my last kind of like first project. I went in with my own, like, I'm going to make it look like LA film stuff. And they were not happy because Texas is different.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have my client references and then mood board. I have all this stuff in here that client has approved on, which I'm very happy about. But I've really loved working in this. The thing maybe I sometimes struggle with, maybe going back to what we were talking about what's the word? Like efficiency and what's worth it and what's not worth it is like, This is a free shoot. I need to plan it well, but like how there's definitely been shoots where I've had to come to terms with like, I don't need to fill out all of this because it's going to take an hour. It's like,
I would still do it.
Yeah. I've like thrown in some stuff in here. Like I've gone into budget, like, okay, it's going to cost X amount. This one is for free because it's, unfortunately, I offered that to them when I first reached out to them.
I would don't call that shit. Hang on a second. Don't call that shit unfortunate.
Totally.
And the reason why is like, realistically, everyone's hurting for work right now.
Everyone, dude,
Everyone's
100%.
hurting for work. It's a thing that like it's a weird elephant in the room that like nobody wants to talk about. Like no one's like, hey, we're struggling. But that to be said, when you're making content while you're actually working on spec projects, you open yourself up to other opportunities that aren't necessarily monetary.
No, yeah.
Which to the point of me saying like, hey, treat it like it's a paid project, even if it's $0.
Totally.
The worst case scenario is you have a blown away client, and you could shop that out to everybody, and you could also shop out what your pre-production looks like as a bargaining chip to make you different from other people. If you treat it as one like the paid shoot.
Totally.
Best case scenario is you now have a video on how to show people how you did pre-production for a project. I'm hoping that you're taking your S1R too, so you could show people working on a job on the S1R too. And then I also hope you're going to do a review on the lenses that you used for it. Then I also hope you're going to talk about color grading in a separate video. And now I just gave you 4 or 5 videos that you can use for your content on your channel later on that may sow seeds for you to get a sponsorship later on. So if you do another free project, now you're getting paid to practice.
Totally.
And here we are. And this is what I have been doing with you. This is the entire reason why me and Tobin bought Ursa Cine 12Ks.
Oh, yeah.
Because like the paid gig now is the practice gig, and we're just finding it somewhere else. So I would say do all of it. There's also pages that like maybe you don't like you don't do it like that. For example, like I don't mind map.
Yeah.
I just got rid of it. I'm like, fuck it. Like I don't. It's not even like I don't want to do that step. It's like I don't do that step. Period. So I just got rid of it on the list, and I just made it like the structure is the same, but I just augmented it for how I actually do things.
Yeah,
and then
because mind map is just another step in like logistics.
Yeah, it's like
a one shot.
The mind map tab on there is just going to be a schedule of like where is going what and what's going where.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I already would know that because I'd have a call sheet. So what like the call sheet's right beside the mind map, which would function as the same thing.
Yep.
And if the shot list is right beside that, well, Yeah,
Totally.
so I don't know.
Yeah, totally. No, it's good, Kofi. And I think especially here, like rebuilding all my clients from scratch in Houston, I've found, like, I've emailed probably over 200 people in the last 2 months. The people who I offered free shoots for were instantly replied. So it's like, okay, sweet. Like, and thankfully I'm in a like financial place where I can do that. Like, we're living rent free with my in-laws. So I do like 10 free shoots over the next 2 months. That gives me a ton of content for the channel. And then the ability to just show that BTS, to show the, show the work. When I first got here, I didn't want to do it, but I'm totally seeing the, like, it's actually just kind of what you have to do, especially when you're breaking into a completely new city.
Yeah, and also, like, again, when you're making content about the stuff, is it really a free shoot?
Totally.
Like, if anything, on some level, like, don't let clients know this. Like, at some points, like, I've done free shoots where I'm like, I am benefiting more of this than you guys are.
Mm-hmm.
I am getting the longer end of this stick. You might not think so, and I'm going to continue to make sure that you know that. But
Totally.
yeah, I'm actually getting the lion's share. Like, for example, like I did a fitness commercial for one of my friends, and she has a fairly big fitness app.
Mm-hmm.
When I was shooting it, I'm like, you know what would be really good if I did a cineback video using the BTS from this.
Mm-hmm.
And then also I did a lighting video about this as well.
Yep.
Okay, now I just got 2 videos out of that. So I think, and then like I think I also had I think I had the RL's Primes, I think, or Vespids or something like that. And I'm like, I have a Vespid sponsored video coming up. So I'm like, cool. I'll ross out 3 videos, 2 of them are paid, and then you want to pay for me to do the shoot? Cool, no problem. Here, you take it. Right? So that's you got to think of that holistically too, right? Like when you're also making content about the work that you're doing, every shoot isn't necessarily a free shoot, because now what you're selling isn't just I want more clients. It's hey, I would like I'm trying to attract brand partnerships. I'm trying to build community. I might have digital assets. I might have courses or whatever it is under the sun.
Totally.
Every shoot now becomes worth so much more, where when you're done those 10 free shoots, only shell out for the ones that are going to be fun.
Oh, 100%.
And then tell everyone else. Like,
let me jump into that pre-production really quick. This is freaking tree houses that are like gigantic in the middle of Austin. Like this is where we're shooting next week.
Yeah, like that's
super
gonna
cool.
look dope.
Footage is gonna look dope. The other cool thing, and I think it goes more into what you're saying, like the client was willing to pay for models for the shoot. So I get to shoot with models and not have to pay to hire models.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Again, like this is what I mean by like you can just be in video production, and that's great. If you don't want to do YouTube, fine. If you want to be a real filmmaker, that's fine.
Totally.
It's totally fine. But I'm saying that there are so many people that are just leaving money on the table, and at a certain point, I would try my best to drill that into everybody's heads, and now I'm like, some will get it and some won't.
Totally.
But that's I think look at it like that way, man. Like I think fully complete it, and that way it's always going to be part of your onboarding. Where if someone's like, "Well, I don't really know about this Asriel guy," and you're like, "Okay, cool, let me show you like how I get down."
Totally.
And you show them that, like just link in the middle, like, "Hey, this is how we planned the last shoot." And they'll be like, "Oh, wow, okay, so I have to." Because what happens is if you introduce something as a standard off rip and they don't work, like then them working with you is like contingent on like, "Oh, I should get models." I should pay for that. I that's how it works. I already saw it. So like that's how it works.
Yeah.
I think Logan asked a question.
He asked a question for you. Yeah, I saw. Also, thank you, Logan, for staying with us. I appreciate it. #1 fan.
I feel like this is just a FaceTime with 4 bystanders.
Yeah. Also, dude, this happened to me. I live streamed last week, and there was like multiple times there'd be 7 people in here.
Yeah.
No one in the chat. I was like,
a lot of people watch things on their phones and they just let it kind of play.
Yeah.
am I bringing on a second shooter for BTS stuff or juggling both? I have a BTS shooter, and as well, I don't even know if you met him. You probably did meet him.
Wait, who?
So Rich was at the golf course.
Mm-hmm.
Dark
Good
hair,
old Rich.
Lebanese guy. Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he's been shooting
hilarious.
BTS for the channel since, like, on and off too, because he's just objectively busy now. Like he's the busiest. He's the busiest content creator that isn't trying to be a content creator I've ever seen in my life. Like he actively doesn't doesn't go out of his way necessarily to get brand deals, but like got sent on a train halfway around Canada with Nomadic and like has a full deal with Henry, like with one of the local camera stores we have, like doing content for them. Like he actually has so many opportunities from like not trying and just kind of being around, and then like
that's amazing.
Brands are like, hey, we like this guy. Let's just give him money to do stuff for us.
That's so funny. Yeah, I met him at Topgolf. Like, great dude. And it was what was cool about it was I was talking to Jarrell because me and Jarrell had FaceTimed. No, we got to do like a virtual call before NAB because I was like, hey, I'm coming to Houston. I want to connect. But then Jarrell and I got to like sit down and eat and like actually like get to talk. And then Rich came over. Oh, and you weren't there for this. Justin Porter and I can't remember his name. Chris something did an arm wrestling contest.
Brockers?
It may have been. No, it wasn't. Brockers.
That's a weird matchup.
Yeah, no. Big white dude. NAB Sony shooter. He just got Atlas Mercury lenses on Instagram. I'm gonna find it while I think of it. Anyway,
Shaw?
Yeah, it was Shaw.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, that's his name's not Chris.
Yeah. And it was like, oh, I'm like way better matchup. No offense to Chris Brockhurst.
Don't sleep. Chris Brockers could fight. I don't want
100%.
anyone to get this twisted. If you guys want to know, if you want to know insider YouTube secrets, Chris is a bad man. Don't.
That's funny.
That is the most dangerous British man on YouTube. So no.
And we've brought you back into solo OBS mode.
There we go. It works now.
It works now. It's just I need to have these windows like perfectly scaled for everything. Anyway, but then there was this arm wrestling contest. Who do you think won between Justin Porter and Shaw?
Probably Tom. Justin
Porter won.
Like, did he cheat?
I have it on video. I'll send it to you. It looked like there was a fight in the beginning, but Shaw's cardio went out.
So you're saying Tom just big for no reason?
Yeah.
You don't have multi-round ability.
Yeah, he's the 1 rep max. Goes in.
I'm gonna tell his wife that.
That's awesome.
See Logan in the chat. Now I'm doing that. Now I'm on the box.
Logan has.
Now I'm Russell Wilson all over the damn field.
Oh, hilarious. But no, after all that, Rich came over and talked, and I may have even gotten his phone number.
Probably.
Because then it was just like, oh, that's how we connected. He learned that I was a part of AOD because he's been working on some documentary stuff. And I was like, oh, I did a feature doc because of AOD.
Yeah.
And he's like, no way. So we chat about that.
There's a hilarious irony where I live 2 lights down from Mark Bone. I could see where the office is.
You've talked to me about this.
I have seen that man once. I didn't even see him in Canada. I saw him at NAB.
So
I have not seen that man all year. I saw him once at NAB. And that was the last time I saw him.
That's funny.
I could walk outside and I could see the lights where you turn to get to his office. I've seen him once, and not in this country.
Is that his office or his house?
His office. I don't know where his house is.
Okay, gotcha. That's so funny. I told you, man. He
Great.
probably knows great coffee spots in Toronto.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah. It funny. I don't know if you felt this at NAB. I felt there were a few people that like everyone wanted to talk to. Mark Bone was one of them. Maddie Hapoya was second. I didn't see Gerald enough to like see, but I felt like anytime I saw Maddie or Mark, there was a crowd of people trying to talk to them.
I think also because like they're not outside like that. Like
yeah,
we have like our own version of Build in Toronto called Pro Fusion. It's every year. It's like in November.
Yeah.
Like there's been like 8 or 9 of them. Mark went to his first one like last year.
Wow.
We don't live far from there. Like it's maybe
a
20-minute drive. He's like, yeah, it's my first like Pro Fusion. I'm like, Mark, we live in the city. We live here. Like there's not even an excuse. We actually reside in this city.
Yeah.
Why? And he's like, I just don't care that much. And I'm like, fair enough.
He doing his thing. He has courses to be teaching.
Honestly, I think he's doing one right now.
No, they're doing
Producing, I think.
Yeah, it just went live. I kind of like, and I'm actually literally talking about it in the video I'm posting Saturday, about my I call it like my week at a glance of like how I break down. Monday and Tuesday are prospecting, Wednesday is social media, all that organizational stuff. I think I threw it in the Discord that we're a part of, but I talk about it every night at like from 4 to 5. I end my day just watching a few AOD videos to give my brain a break.
Yeah.
And use a different part of my brain. But when going on last night, I saw they have producing up.
Gotcha. Okay.
And they have the new DP one as well. Have you met him, by the way? Nick Palekic something?
No, so this is where YouTube sometimes flies in the face of okay, my whole computer just died. No. YouTube flies in the face of some of my opportunities in filmmaking. Is Nick Pilecki was going to hire me to camera op something, and I had gone to NAB instead.
Oh, sad.
I have not heard back from Nick since. And then it happened again where there was another DP, Daryl Wong. It was another, like, it's kind of like a Nick Pilecki type of DP.
Yeah.
Had a thing with Deadmau5. And I was going to the full-time filmmaker relaunch in Utah the same days. So both of those situations, and I'm like, I haven't met Nick. No. Super talented dude. Seems super nice. I think I've talked to Nick like a handful of times.
Oh, sick.
Not met him, but yeah.
Dude, the chat has blown up. We have new people. Paul, Lumix Boys, what up? Would you call yourself a Lumix boy, Kofi? I feel like Black Magic Mafia is more.
I'm just a camera user, bro.
Camera user. That's right.
There are cameras in this house that are every single brand. I have a Fuji GFX on the table. I'm using a Lumix camera over there. There's a Black Magic sitting over there. Yeah. There's an A7C II somewhere in this office that I think I lost, to be completely honest with you. I have an Osmo Pocket. So, like,
there you go.
I just use cameras and stuff.
Rhett, welcome in. Honestly, bro, and you say you missed the stream. It's mostly been Kofi and I just chilling.
Yeah.
And catching up.
This is the stream. You've missed nothing.
Yeah. There was some value in there. There's some good stuff. I would watch the replay. Kofi dropped some wisdom. Talking with Petapixel guys at Build was a highlight for me.
Yep. They're hilarious. Also Canadian.
Dude, is there... Okay. Tangent. Canadians and, like, YouTubing and filmmaking. There's this, like... There's so many. Or it might be just, like, the people who've been doing it the longest.
I think so. Yes.
It's so cold over there. You have nothing else to do.
It's not just camera stuff that there's a lot of people from Toronto. There are, like, objectively, there are so many people here. And there's, like, a couple reasons. Like, one, our population density is, like, not that heavy, so the opportunities aren't that heavy. So, like, the percentage of people that get opportunities and things is so much lower Because, like, for example, if I'm in Florida or I'm in Miami and I'm like, oh, I want to find more opportunities in filmmaking or whatever, I could fly to LA or Atlanta or New York. If you live in Toronto and there's nothing in Toronto, you move to LA, you go to LA and New York, somewhere else, right? So I think a lot of people end up just kind of like putting whatever that was into YouTube, and that's how a lot of people started to win. But also, like, I think that was also a generation thing, because everybody from the conversation of like everybody's on YouTube comes from like 2016 till 2019 to maybe 2020.
100%.
Everything after that, everyone's from like Utah or LA. Like, in terms of people, in terms of creators that started doing YouTube that live in Toronto, I think it's just me.
Yeah.
No? Yes?
Like, you started there.
Like, in the last 3 years from Canada?
Oh, yeah. You're talking last 3 years, not Mark or Peter.
Yeah, no, because Mark was 2019. Peter was 2017.
Yeah.
Peter, Chris, Lizzie, all those guys are like pre-pandemic. Mark is like a year or two before pandemic. I was the year after. So there's, I think I might be the only Canadian post-pandemic.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else. Dude, that deserves investigation.
Technically, Victor Laforteza, but he lives in Taiwan.
Yeah, that doesn't count. No,
that doesn't count.
You have to currently be living.
You need a lease in your name in this country.
Exactly.
Victor does not have that.
And then you're absolutely right. Like, post-COVID, a lot of your, like, I think of Brady, I think of Cam. Cam was doing stuff, but I feel like there was a point where he went up. There's a lot of like Brandon Talbot, kind of just people in random spots in the U.S.
Johnny Romes, Josh Miller.
Josh Miller. 100%.
And like Landon Bot, full-time filmmaker.
Yeah.
Like that's all Utah. That's all Utah.
Yeah.
That's all Utah, LA.
Yep. 100%. And then Paul, did you see this, Kofi? Rhett's comment. I don't know what this is in response to. Tony and Chelsea call that polycameras. I need to catch up on the...
Wait. Oh, polycameras. That's funny.
It's so funny.
But I don't really... I think when I was freelancing, everybody would like claim their set when you're freelancing, because like you only really cared about having one system. Like there was no reason to kind of even look at other things, which also makes it really easy to like make excuses for companies too, when you're like, well, I don't know anything else, so what's the difference? Like the Z6 III could have come out when I was still shooting Sony FX6 and 3, and I still would have been like, no, whatever I have is better, because I don't know any different. But yeah, no, I think the idea, like, especially like when you're making content about the stuff, there's no team. The team is whatever's useful at any given time. And because like I'll still freelance from time to time, like it's literally whatever makes the most amount of sense at that current junction in time and has a charged battery.
100%. And I mean, in the last 2 years, even last year, like almost everything is good.
Yeah.
Like I think like back when I'm using the S1H right now as the streaming camera, like my options were GH5, A7S2, and it was like the caveats you had to think through of like micro four thirds, cropped 4K 60 at the time, I'm pretty sure, and even then it was like, you go a few years back into the year 2016, 17s and everything, 10-bit color was hard to come by.
It was like just the GH5 unless you wanted to pay an arm and a leg. Everybody was like, hey, you should get that GH5. I'm like, that's like, I knew nothing about sensor size, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really care about GH5. I'm like, but that's 10-bit color. I'm like, I don't know what 10-bit color is.
Yeah. What is that?
What I don't know won't hurt me.
Yep. 100%.
And now you got like I just got the Typhawk Samara C's, and like they have a M to L mount, and I'm like, what the fuck is M mount?
Dude.
Where did M mount? Where did M mount come from?
Where
It's
did
an
M
old
mount come
Leica
from?
mount. I'm like, isn't that L mount? Isn't L mount the old Leica mount? It's the L. It stands for Leica. What? It didn't stand for Lumix. Leica made it. Why is it now? What? How did that change? Like, well, here's an adapter, and I'm like, okay, cool. Turns out it's the one. It turns out it's like the PL adapter for mirrorless cameras because it adapts to every mirrorless camera. Did I know that? No, absolutely the fuck not. But the fact that like those were limitations 5 years ago. There's a camera in my house that costs less than the GFX 102.
Yeah.
That shoots in 12K.
Yeah.
Raw.
Dude.
And up to, I think it's like 100 and, I can't remember. I think it's 12K at like 160 frames a second or something stupid.
Totally.
A moto I'll never use 12K 160 in my life. There'll never be a functional reason why.
No.
But the fact that I can do it is nuts. So, and that's in the span of like a couple years.
Totally. You get hired to do one Chef's Table episode. You can use the 160 12K.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an entire video about just shooting one shot.
Yeah, dude.
Just to see what happens. Like, it'll be funny. Just be like, hey, this is like the most excessive mode ever. Let's get one slow motion shot and see how it goes.
Dude, that could be a cool video. Like, you do something crazy. Kind of like what Dustin Armstrong did with his dolly zoom thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Cameras are... As much as I love and argue for Lumix because of features they have, shutter angle, waveforms, all the things. If a camera can do 4K 10-bit, it's solid in any type of log. Yeah,
and like what I like about Lumix cameras, and I think this is something. I got an S5 2X like a year ago. Like it wasn't even that long.
Yeah.
One thing I could appreciate is like while I was using it, I was like, why did no one tell me? Like, I've had Sonys for years. Why can't they do that? Why can't my FX3 do the open gate thing? And like that's literally what I said when I had the S5 2X. I'm like, why can't my FX3 do that part? It costs more money. And then like there's a bunch of other features. I'm like, why don't I have shutter angle? This costs more money. And then I just got mad and I'm like, why do I have this? What's wrong with me? But it's like small quirks like that I think are gonna they're like quality of life things. And hopefully
100%.
What I'm hoping for is that by 2020, the end of next year, everybody puts out the camera they want to put out, and then everyone shuts up for like 6 years. Like everybody.
Totally.
Like there's an embargo on making cameras. Nikon, shut up. Sony, shut up. Canon, shut up. Everyone shut up, and then just chill out for a bit. Let's see how this thing plays out. And let's wait until like there's something actually going to come out, because then we're just going to keep getting FX2 releases, and then I'm gonna have to try to use the viewfinder and get pissed off again.
So funny. No, 100%. And yeah, every camera is good. It does, and it's just funny that like my S9 has shutter angle that an FX3 doesn't. It's just funny.
It's hard to like. It makes it easy. Like, you know what it is? Lumix just kind of for a lot of things, it gets out of your way.
Oh yeah.
It's like, hey, you want to use false color in your camera? No problem, buddy. Here you go. Hey, I know you don't have an ARRI Alexa, but we do have the license to use the color science, or at least their log curve. Do you want that? Okay, well, here you go. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that one's not free, but like, you know what I mean? There's a bunch of like little things where they're like, you want that in your video? Here you go. Yeah, but it's an S9. We don't care. Here you go.
Yeah.
Like,
doesn't hurt us. 100%.
You want built-in LUTs? Here you go. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm curious over the next few years because, and I think it's been mentioned in podcasts throughout, like we're getting to the point where like we can't do much more until processors and like the internal computer science of our cameras makes that next technology jump. So once we get to that wall, everyone just needs to be happy and shut up.
And I don't think we're going to push past that wall, to be honest with you, because I don't think we're ready to pay for it.
Yeah, it's a great point.
Yeah, sure, you can have like if you want to put the RGB WW sensor in an FX3 Mark II, that thing's going to cost you more money than the Ursa Cine 12K will.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I could say that pretty fairly. Yeah.
to like
It
bring
only
it
needs to go up
down.
by
Oh yeah.
$3,001, which Sony would do if the FX3 Mark II came out with all that stuff in it. So like, yeah. So
Nope.
Logan, eat your heart out, Ari Alexa Extreme. I feel for them, man. Like, no, actually, no, I don't. No, I don't.
Ooh.
No, I don't.
Double
Because
down.
they did so many gatekeepery things for the longest time that I'm like, you know what? You can get your comeuppance. I remember like you couldn't buy an RE camera. I have an RE rent that's in Toronto, and like if you weren't somebody that like they appreciated, like you couldn't even be given the opportunity to rent their stuff.
Really? That's
And
crazy.
There's a lot of like, I don't know. And maybe it's because like the younger days of me being a filmmaker that had a vulgar mouth, but like the amount of people that own like Reds and Aries that always had a chip on their shoulder all the time, like their poop didn't stink. And I'm like, well, guess what? Now Nikon's your daddy. And
100%.
it's the same feeling that I have when I meet Patriots fans when they lose Super Bowls, and I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything to you, but I just wanted you to know that I saw that. Also, just for full transparency, I sold my Komodo X like 2 weeks before that announcement happened, by sheer coincidence. Got out of there like a. There was pitchforks coming for me when I sold that red Komodo X to the pictures. So when Nikon bought red and the price went down by like $3,500, I was like, What's the SM? Huh? You come to talk to me. You come to talk to me, Uncle Kofi. You say, Kofi, you must be a show because you sold your Komodo for the pics. Now I have $10,000.
Yeah,
you don't have $10,000 for your Komodo X, do you?
Did the person you sell it to complain at all?
No. I'm so surprised. So there was 2 sales that I made that were like the day before some sort of like drastic price break, and it was the Blackmagic full frame when it went down like half the price for like 2 weeks or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Someone bought mine the day before, and I'm like, hey, this transaction's in cash. There's no paper trail. We don't even know each other.
No. Final sale.
Yeah, no, sorry. You think this is my house? No.
That's so funny.
And then the Komodo X one, hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. What sucks now though is that because those 2 things happened, the amount of people that are like, hey, is something coming out? I'm like, I don't know you well enough to break an NDA.
No.
We don't do that here.
There's and I've come to learn this with the few YouTubers I've met over the past couple of years. It's like, no, we're professionals here. Like we sign contracts. Like we love cameras, but there's also businesses and there's businesses and there's relationships. Like I've gotten a chance to like talk to Sean and meet Matt at Lumix, and like there's professional relationships there, but like I also don't want to screw them over as people. So it's like, no, I'm not breaking an NDA.
Even that, just like I'm not gonna go and like, and I tried to say this last year and people got really mad at me, but I'm like, brands don't necessarily cut you off when like you don't like something of theirs. Case in point, I spent an hour telling you not to buy the FX2. I'm going to Condo next month. Yeah. But they get mad when you say things on the internet that you wouldn't say directly to them. So like everything I said in my FX2 video, I told Kish. I'm like, he asked me, and I'm like, yeah, these are my thoughts, and he's like, yeah, fair enough. Cool. No one's gonna be mad at that. But I think what ends up happening is that people forget that like also on the other end of like these camera things, like they're still people's jobs. And I'm not going to risk somebody's job for the sake of being some sort of a martyr on social 100%. Media. It doesn't make any sense. First of all, there's no need for it because oftentimes it's exactly what the person said on the video is exactly what they said. They didn't get paid. They're actually probably going into the hole in money. They're probably stressed out because they're making this video for free, but they know it's going to get a lot of views that they could leverage later on. Yep. And the brand cannot see them because Sean's like, I don't want to watch any of your shit.
No. 100%.
I think your camera died.
Yep, it did.
I think that's
we have that Lumix sync, and we're back in 2 seconds. There we go. Easy.
But yeah, that's that again, like those are kind of things where I wish that was a bit more understood, but I think some like people going people. Nothing you can do.
People going people. Logan, and we can end here. I'd like to see these companies put some R&D into better UI, UX. Blackmagic, like I think he's saying Hasselblad, have it figured out.
Never used a Hasselblad before.
Me neither.
I have no idea what even like. I have no idea what a Hasselblad menu even looks like.
Next time you're with Cam and he has his,
He's gonna have one less
D2.
Hasselblad.
Was he gonna fight me? Personally, I like Lumix's menus, but I've been using them for the last 5 years. So
that's fair.
Autofocus. Lost our autofocus.
I don't mind Sony menus, but that's again, like, yeah, I've used Sony camera since 2017.
Totally. It was cool to see. Did you watch Brandon Washington's video on the S1 II?
Yeah, I just finished watching yesterday.
Oh, it was cool to hear like someone who's never messed with Lumix, him jumping into the menus and like being able to figure out stuff. It wasn't like, I feel like a lot of people have been overwhelmed, but then some people figure it out.
Well, also, like, the more you use multiple cameras, the easier it is to kind of turn over.
Yeah.
In terms of what you're looking for. Like, for example, like, it isn't going to take me as long to figure out how to use a Nikon menu, not using a Nikon camera, when I've used Fuji, Sony, Blackmagic, Lumix, whatever.
Yeah.
Because you know what you're looking for already. Maybe it has a different name, but, like, generally speaking, things are in the same place most of the time.
Yeah. So. Ironic. Logan just said anything beats those Nikon menus. I actually have never shot on Nikon.
The first time you shoot on Nikon, you try to go through this menu, you will feel like the least intelligent person on the planet.
That's funny.
I felt like an idiot trying to use a Nikon menu. I was like, what in God's name is this? Why are things colorful lettered, not numbered?
Really?
Yeah, there's like a menu where like there's colorful letters, but some are uppercase and some are not uppercase. And then sometimes the letters are doubled up, and you're like, I don't know what that means. Like, I'm trying so hard. I genuinely don't know what it means.
That's funny. Kofi, I'm pretty sure we're almost at 2 hours.
We are. And I do have to go to sleep. I have to wake up very early and back up footage and start making those 15 reels I never did.
Nice. Are your shorts separate from your main video? Like, you're not pulling from main video?
No.
You're doing
I made shorts like specifically for them, yeah.
Specifically.
Also, just like, honestly, I just said yes to a lot of stuff over the last couple of months, and I told the brand, I'm like, I'll make a reel. Because that's just like you don't have money, but I still want the thing. I'll make a reel. Yeah, I said yes to like 15 things, and I just realized that it was a stupid idea.
Nice.
There are multiple things in my house. I'm like, why did I not just do this up till 5 months ago? Nanook sent me 2 hard cases and a backpack.
Nice.
To make, I think I was making like 2 reels.
Yeah.
I think I did that in like March. I haven't said shit yet.
Oof.
And I'm just like, and it was like, it was a thing I asked for. This is where like sometimes as a content creator, I feel like a douchebag, and I'm like, this is actually just not nice now. Like, I asked for it, I proposed what the deliverable was, and then didn't deliver the deliverable, and I'm like, you fucking idiot! Like, just sure, it's a heat wave outside, and you've been traveling a lot. Shut up and go do the thing you said you're gonna go do. Not even from like a shillery perspective, just like you said you're gonna go do it. Be an adult. And I have not been an adult. And so I did a nice. Also, I would say, mess around with carousels.
I've started to. I've heard that the algorithm's pushing them now.
I don't know if it's necessarily like an algorithm push, but like, they kind of just look dope. I'm not gonna lie,
dude. Yeah.
Like, getting a nice little like a 16:9 carousel. I'm like, this is kind of sick, and it kind of feels like I've posted a short, but I haven't.
Totally.
So like when I have like a lighting video and I post like I posted like a 4x5, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. That's how we're gonna look today.
My thing I'm trying to do is that example footage camera lens.
Yeah, they're super easy too. I have a DaVinci Resolve project, and literally it's just PNG files and a little like white thing on it, and I just have them sectioned off and I put them there and leave it alone.
Yep, I did that exact same thing. I pulled in like my camera being weird again. Oh no, I'm seeing the stream catch up. to where we are. Yeah, I did that for a bunch of different projects where I rented cinema lenses for my camera, and it's just so easy to do.
They perform real well.
Oh yeah. Kofi, thanks for doing this, man.
No worries, man.
This was awesome. This is super fun. And now I've figured out how to live stream with Google Meets.
Yeah, which means just get Ecamm.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Get Ecamm.
It'll be.
No one will be upset. Get Ecamm. Talk to Doc. Doc will figure it out. Yeah, tell Doc that it's essential to his business that people that are PC users be able to give him money.
Well, all of the gamers out there who could just use a very simple live streaming software instead of having to do everything in OBS, missing out on a huge market.
Just Ecamm it up. That's fine.
It's fine. Okay. It's fine. Bye, everyone. I am ending the stream now. Later.
See ya.
All right, that's gone. Dude, thank you so much, man.